Summoner's War Chronicles have a lot of cool characters to begin with. Each starter in the game performs a similar task, which is to destroy the opponents a bit differently. These characters have their strengths and weaknesses, so if you're a new player or trying the game out, we've covered a list of best starters in Summoner's War Chronicles. But before we begin, if you're new here, a sub to the channel would be magical. Now, let's get straight into the video. In Chronicles, you get a total of 3 characters. The first one is Orbia, a character who uses magic attack. Then we have Kina, a character who's a healer and focuses more on healing. And lastly, we have the most popular one being Cleave. All 3 characters are useful in Summoner's War, but you should remember that the formation and a good team matters the most in this game. So, who's the best character in general? In short, it's Cleave. Now let's talk about what each of the starters offer to the players. At number 1st best starter, we have Cleave. Cleave is the most popular, most powerful, and the best character in the series. Why? Well, for beginners, he offers a great frontline attacking capabilities, making you enjoy the combat to its fullest. After you pair Cleave with a magical sword and shield, he becomes unstoppable with high attacks and defense. Being a tank class, Cleave makes the best use of a support and dark class monster by his side. The action you get with Cleave is unmatched, and if you're someone who wants the best possible combat experience, Cleave just takes the cake. If you're wondering which monster is ideal for Cleave, it's hand down the Wind-style Occult Girl, as she can fight with Cleave and give him the support he needs. Cleave is generally a good choice for beginners in the game, as he can deal with a lot of attacking powers while absorbing a good amount of damage to last longer. Well, last longer didn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? At number 2, we have Kina. Kina is a cutie that is from the healer class, but don't go on that pretty face because her overwhelming power and healing abilities can destroy nearly any opponent. Kina's strength is primarily in her healing abilities, and being able to heal the monsters give her a lot of room for breathing. And you've guessed it right. Since she's from a healer class, she can leverage attacking monsters the most, so she can deal with all the healing while the monsters will focus on attacking. If you're playing with Kina, almost everything is good. However, you will be able to learn how to avoid the incoming damage while using her abilities to the fullest. The main reason I don't recommend Kina as a beginner is because she's got a bit of a learning curve that you will need to go through. So, she may be one of the best characters, but you cannot use her abilities until you fully develop her. Fully develop her? That sounds even more wrong than what I said about Cleave earlier on. Damn. Lastly, at number 3 we have Orbia. She's a powerful character who's also a magician. However, Orbia is special. Aside from healing her monsters, she also packs quite a punch with her attacking and debuff abilities. She can take the souls of the enemies without giving them a second chance. What makes Orbia so interesting is her debuffing abilities, making her have an unfair advantage on the opponents. Orbia is easily one of the best magicians among any other character in the game, and her psychic powers make opponents hallucinate and ultimately taste death. However, much like Kina, Orbia is hard to learn. Probably harder than Kina, to be honest. Her skills revolve around crowd control, meaning that she can do multi-enemy damage at a single time. But my favorite ability of hers is to hold the enemy hostage in their hallucinations, giving her a lot of time to rethink the strategy. All in all, Orbia is such a nice character, so if you're up for the hardest challenge, you can use her as your starter. And that was it for the list for the best starters. I recommend you guys to start with Cleave, and as you get experienced in the game, you should switch up to someone like Orbia or even Kina. All 3 characters pack quite a punch, and by using the right monsters, you can potentially win every single battle you encounter. Before leaving the video, please make sure to subscribe because most of our viewers haven't even subbed. We'll keep you updated with new videos like these, and if you have any recommendations, feel free to comment down below. Until next time, peace.